Hi guys, my name is Brittany and I have decided to record my weight loss journey with you guys. Actually in the middle of my weight loss journey, but nonetheless, we will jump right in. So let's backtrack to my weight loss struggles from a child. I was always on the chunkier side, never huge, but always chubby cheeks, fat face, and it was cute. It was fine as a kid. Started to transition into junior high school and high school, and it's you just want to look better. I started to become more weight conscious, and from that point on, it's just been about trying to maintain weight, and I always had a struggle with it. I would lose it, I would gain it, I would lose it, I would gain it. Let's fast forward to 2016. I had lost a substantial amount of weight, but I did not do it the right way. Gained it right back. 2017, I got engaged. I refused to walk down the aisle at the size that I was, so I vowed to myself that I would lose the weight and I would get down to a certain size, and that I did. I went on a low carb diet. I basically just ate meat and salad and fruits and water, and a detox for months. I did that for months. I was on the raspberry detox tea. I'll put the link in my bio, and I'll put the information. And then I transitioned into cast iron detox, and I just watched the weight just drop off. I lost it so well that my wedding dress, when I went back to fit in October, my dress was too big and it literally had to be reconstructed. They were so shocked, like they just didn't know what to do with it. I didn't look how I wanted to. I was slim, I was small, but I just didn't look fit. Nonetheless, we walked down the aisle, got married in December. January of the next year, I got pregnant 1 month later, and I was still small, on the smaller side, and I actually lost weight during my pregnancy. I was not sick. I had a perfect pregnancy. No vomiting, no bad feelings, no bed rest, nothing. For 9 months, it was perfect. But each month, my doctors noticed that I was losing a bit of weight, 2 to 3 pounds a month. It wasn't alarming to her, but she just asked me to pick up the eating a bit. I did that, and still no bunch of gain weight until the ending. So the last month is where I gained probably the most of my weight, which still was not bad. I was doing good. I was on track. Had the baby, and the weight loss dropped off. I was breastfeeding, so my abdomen started to go in, my face started to go back down, my features started to come back, and my body was doing very good. This is where it went wrong. I got comfortable and I started to eat snacks and cookies. Being at home on maternity leave with the baby was my downfall, and I also got comfortable. And then trying to adjust to motherhood and being married, newly married, and trying to keep your home was it was rough for me. I also had postpartum depression, so it was a mixture of stuff that caused me, about 5 months after my baby was born, to just gain a ton of weight. I did not step on scales. I just saw it. My clothes didn't fit. Pudges would hang over my jeans. I would look good in nothing. I couldn't wear dresses, form-fitted. I just gained a lot of weight. And I decided to go on the ketogenic diet. That's the rave now, so I'm sure everybody knows what it is. The ketogenic diet. In the next year, the following year, I want to say May or June, because I wanted to be a certain size for my birthday. And this is also where I noticed that my mindset needed to change, because I would always want to be a certain size for something, and I never wanted to change my lifestyle and change my eating and make it Britney. I always wanted to make it an event or a certain time, and I noticed that my mindset needed to change. Nonetheless, it did not change that year. I went on the ketogenic diet and I lost a good amount of weight. However, it was not sustainable. I commend persons who can stay on the ketogenic diet forever and they make it a lifestyle, but for me, it just wasn't. My husband and I, we like to dine. We also like to travel a lot. So it just was not the diet for me. And I am not knocking it, but it wasn't for Brittany. After that, I went back to eating normally. And what happened was my body started to hold onto the carbs, into the sugars that I was not eating. And I just gained the weight back and more. So I was a chunky monkey, guys. I just didn't have the drive or the passion anymore to do it. So I just kept eating and kept eating. And fast forward to April, I weighed myself and I was at 190 pounds. Yes, I actually think 191. But I will double check that. But between 191 and 190 pounds, and that was a breaking point for me. I knew that something had to change, but I didn't want to put a timeline or an event to it. I said, Brittany, we are going to lose this weight and we are going to change our lifestyle, and we are going to make this the new you. And that 190 changed my life. I had never been that size in my life. My smallest would have been 150, but I had never gotten that big, and it wasn't depressing, but it was a wake-up call, and I'm very thankful for that. So April, the mid-April is when I checked my weight, and I was at the 190, and I told my husband something had to be done. Of course, he thought, you're fine, I like you the way you are, just tone a bit. No, but women, we know that when we're not comfortable, then it doesn't feel good. Until we feel comfortable in our own bodies, we won't stop. So I started the weight loss journey, and I knew the ketogenic diet would give me a head start, and I intentionally did this for 3 weeks to get my body used to dropping the fat, and I would transition into something more sustainable. In the first week of the ketogenic diet this year, I lost close to 10 pounds. Yes. And it was awesome, but I knew that this was not what I wanted to do for the rest of my life. I did it for 2 more weeks, and of course I didn't lose that amount of weight after that. So I did the ketogenic diet for about 3 to 4 weeks. I also, along with the ketogenic diet, I did intermittent fasting. So I did this. I started with the 16-8, but it was nothing for me because I had already started intermittent fasting the year prior. So I'm already accustomed to it. Started with the 16-8, transitioned to I just took my times down. So instead of eating for 8 hours, I would eat for 6 hours, and then I would eat for 5 hours. My window just became smaller and smaller. I then transitioned to 1 meal a day, which you may know as OMAD. After OMAD, I transitioned to alternate day fasting. And guys, this is with much research. This is with much reading, watching videos, YouTube channels. It's one person in particular who pushed me to do the alternate day fasting, and I can't remember her name. She's a YouTuber, but she really inspired me, and I decided I want to do it. I want to try it, and this was something that I thought would work for me because it would allow me to sort of still have some normalcy. I still could eat certain foods, and being in the pandemic, I knew that I still wanted to eat some food. So the alternate day fasting was perfect for me. I would eat one day, I would fast the next, eat one day, fast the next. I did not go overboard with eating on the days that I ate. I would still remain in a calorie deficit. I would drink tons of water constantly. And on the days that I didn't eat, I would do a gallon of lemon and cucumber water, and that worked. And it's now June, I think 12th, and I am now down to 178 pounds. I started at 173 pounds. I started at 190, and I'm now at 173, so I'm down 18 pounds. And I am super excited, and I'm just thrilled at my progress, and especially knowing that I'm not restricting myself, eating the foods that I like, not too much heavy carbs, good carbs, a lot of water, a lot of veggies, and I even have dessert. I eat chocolate, I eat apple pie, but alternate day fasting gave me a new perspective on, I don't want to say a diet, but a lifestyle change. So brings me to this day when I decided to start my Xyngular journey. About 2 months ago, I found the product. I actually saw something on Facebook, and persons were showing up on my timeline who were losing weight so fast, but they looked so healthy and their bodies were still toned, and there were so many testimonies about the weight loss and how they feel holistically, and I wanted to try. I'm not saying that alternate day fasting did not work, because it did. Obviously it did. I lost weight. However, I just wanted to feel a bit different in my body, and I did research on it again. I spoke to persons who sold it. I asked doctors about it. I asked pharmacists about the supplements. I did my research, guys. I read on stuff. I watch videos, and I did that. So today, actually I got the products yesterday, and I'm starting my journey tomorrow. So I wanted to videotape, record this for you guys, so you can come along with me on this journey. My ultimate goal, weight loss goal, is to be at 155 pounds. Between 155 and 160, I want to remain at that weight. I'm at 173 pounds today, but I do want to take you along with me on this journey. I'm going to take my measurements. I'm going to show you pictures of foods that I ate. I'll show you the supplements. Every 3 days I will check in and I will record so that you guys can hear how I feel. Yeah, so we're gonna go on this journey, this Xyngular journey, and I do want to make it a lifestyle, because so many persons have started and their whole lives have changed, and it's so many more supplements than just weight loss. It's literally holistic, and that moved me, and I want you guys to experience. I'm gonna test it out for you, and I'm gonna show you, take you along this journey, and I want you guys to see for yourself what happens. This is not paid, this is not sponsored. They didn't tell me to do the video, they didn't suggest it. I decided to do it because I feel and I believe that this is going to work for me, and this is something that I can do for the rest of my life. So thank you guys for watching. I will keep you posted. Thanks, guys.